Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that is truly a cornerstone of success and personal fulfillment: being proactive. It sounds simple, right? But what does it actually mean to be a proactive person? It's so much more than just being busy or organized. It's a fundamental shift in mindset from being a passenger in your own life to grabbing the steering wheel with both hands. So many of us drift through life in a reactive mode. We wait for things to happen to us. Phone rings, we answer. An email lands in our inbox, we reply. A problem arises, we scramble to fix it. We're constantly putting out fires, reacting to the demands and agendas of others. Life feels like a game of dodgeball where we're just trying not to get hit. But what if I told you there's another way? A way to stop dodging and start throwing. That's the power of proactivity. At its core, being proactive means taking responsibility for your life. It's the conscious recognition that you are the author of your own story. Your choices, your decisions, your actions, these are the pens that write your future. It's easy to blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck for where we are. I'd be happier if my boss wasn't so demanding. I could have gotten that promotion if the economy was better. My project failed because my team didn't pull their weight. This is the language of a reactive person. It's a victim mentality, and it gives away all your power. A proactive person, on the other hand, owns their situation. They acknowledge external factors, but they focus on their response. Instead of saying, "My boss is so demanding," they might think, "How can I manage my boss's expectations more effectively or communicate my workload better?" Instead of blaming the economy, they ask, "What new skills can I learn to make myself more valuable in any market?" This isn't about blaming yourself. It's about empowering yourself. It's the difference between saying, "This is happening to me," and "What am I going to do about this?" When you take responsibility, you reclaim your power to change your circumstances. You become the cause, not just the effect. This leads us to a crucial element of the proactive mindset: focusing on what you can control. Think of two circles. The first, larger circle, is your circle of concern. This includes everything you care about: global politics, the economy, what other people think of you, the weather. It's a huge circle filled with things that can cause stress and anxiety. Now, inside that large circle is a smaller one, your circle of influence. This includes everything you can directly do something about: your attitude, your work ethic, your skills, how you treat others, what you eat for breakfast. Reactive people spend most of their time and energy worrying about their circle of concern. They complain about the traffic, fret about things they read in the news, and get upset by other people's behavior. The result: they feel helpless and out of control, and their circle of influence actually shrinks because they're not investing any energy into it. Proactive people do the opposite. They pour their energy into their circle of influence. They can't control the traffic, but they can control what time they leave for work or listen to an educational podcast during the commute. They can't control the national economy, but they can control their personal budget and look for new income streams. They can't control another person's bad mood, but they can control their own response, choosing to be patient and kind instead of reactive and angry. And here's the magic: when you consistently work on the things within your control, your circle of influence begins to expand. As you build trust, develop skills, and deliver results, you gain more credibility and responsibility. People start listening to you, your influence grows, and you find that you can start impacting things that were once only in your circle of concern. So the next time you feel stressed, ask yourself, is this in my circle of concern or my circle of influence? If you can't control it, acknowledge it and let it go. If you can, take action. Another key to being proactive is planning ahead instead of reacting late. Life is unpredictable, but that doesn't mean we should just float along and wait for surprises. Proactive people are like chess players, thinking several moves ahead. They anticipate challenges and prepare for them. Reactive people are playing checkers, only thinking about the next immediate move and getting caught off guard when the opponent makes an unexpected jump. Think about it in a professional context. A reactive employee waits for their boss to assign a task. A proactive employee anticipates the next steps of a project and starts working on them before they were even asked. They see a potential problem on the horizon, a deadline that looks tight, a resource that might be scarce, and they bring it up with a potential solution already in mind. They don't wait for the fire to start. They install the smoke detector and keep a fire extinguisher handy. This applies to our personal lives too. A proactive approach to health means eating well and exercising to prevent illness, not just going to the doctor when you're already sick. A proactive approach to finances means creating a budget and saving for retirement now, not panicking when an unexpected expense comes up or you're nearing retirement with nothing saved. It's about building a strong foundation so that when the storms of life inevitably hit, your house stands firm. It's the difference between building a dam and scrambling for sandbags in a flood. Which position would you rather be in? This brings us to one of the most exciting aspects of being proactive, creating opportunities instead of waiting for them. Reactive people often feel like they're waiting for their big break. They're waiting for the perfect job to be posted, oh strike. They're waiting for a ship to come in that they never sent out. Proactive people don't wait for the ship. They build their own boat. They understand that opportunities aren't usually found. They are created. They don't just apply for jobs. They identify companies they admire and reach out to them directly, showcasing how they can add value. They don't wait for a mentor to find them. They seek out experienced people and ask for guidance. They don't wait for inspiration to strike. They create a routine and a space for creativity to flourish. Think about someone you admire who has achieved great things. Chances are, they didn't get there by accident. They had an idea and they pursued it. They saw a need and they filled it. They knocked on doors that were closed. They made calls that no one else was making, and they took risks. They were the initiators. This is the essence of creating your own luck. When you are constantly learning, networking, trying new things, and putting yourself out there, you dramatically increase the surface area for lucky things to happen. Don't wait for the opportunity. Be the opportunity. Finally, being proactive means leading with purpose. It all comes back to knowing what you want and where you're going. Without a clear destination, you're just wandering. Proactivity without purpose is just busy work. You can be incredibly busy answering emails and attending meetings, but if those actions aren't aligned with a larger goal, you're just spinning your wheels. Leading with purpose means defining your personal mission. What do you value? What impact do you want to have? What does success look like for you? Not for your parents or for society, but for you. Once you have that vision, it becomes your compass. Every decision you make can be measured against it. Does this action move me closer to my goal? Is this choice aligned with my values? This compass gives you the power to say no. A proactive person knows that saying yes to one thing means saying no to something else. The clear purpose, you can confidently decline requests and opportunities that don't serve your ultimate mission. This protects your most valuable resources, your time and your energy. It allows you to focus on the things that truly matter, making your actions not just active, but effective. So let's tie it all together. Being proactive is a journey, not a destination. It starts with the mindset of taking full responsibility for your life. It's about consciously choosing to focus your energy on your circle of influence, the things you can actually control. It's about planning ahead, anticipating challenges, and preparing for the future instead of constantly reacting to the present. It's about being an innovator who creates opportunities, not a bystander who waits for them. And it's all guided by leading with a clear and compelling purpose. It's about waking up each day and asking, what can I do today to move my life in the direction I want it to go? It's a small question, but it holds immense power. Start small. Pick one area of your life and ask yourself, am I being reactive or proactive here? Then, identify one small, concrete action you can take to shift towards proactivity. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Yes. I hope this has given you some valuable tools and inspiration to take control and start building the life you truly want. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our future content. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Share one way you plan to be more proactive this week. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.